Well, I'm so glad to be back with you again here on the show. This is absolutely Financial Freedom with Dwayne, the Success King. And listen, I want to share with you today, there is absolutely no way that a person with a proper credit score and the right data points can't get $100,000, $250,000 credit or to get a business funded. It is just absolutely not possible. So today, I want to talk specifically about the credit score and the data points that you should work on to make sure that you can get the funding that you so desire. Well, let's talk about it right here. Let's begin first by discussing credit score. The moment your credit score crosses over 680, you've now entered into the preferred territory. So the credit lenders are going to offer you a little bit better interest rates and things of that nature. Now, what I teach in teaching people how to prepare themselves to get the levels of credit and funding that they may want personally and for their business is to get in the 700s. And so let's just say our goal is going to be 701 and above so that we can qualify. When a person gets to 701 and above, there are 5 things that you have got to make certain are extremely on point in your credit profile. For so long, we have been told credit score, credit score, credit score, and everybody wants a 750 or whatever. When in the reality that if you want to really build something sustainable, what the industry is looking at is to how have you built your profile, and that really encompasses the data points. So I want to talk about 5 of them that are essential and important. The first one is payment history. Now, one of the things that's important as it relates to the credit industry, they love to see 7 years of payment history, but they're going to focus on the last 2 years. Under the new FICO systems that have been put into place in the last 2 years, we are seeing a great focus on the last 2 years of payment history. Now, this is not just talking about whether you're late. This is talking about how you manage payments. So it's very, very critical as you get to 701 that you start looking to see what's been my payment history so that my data points are good in the area of payment history. Number 2 is credit utilization. Another way of saying credit utilization ratio is to say your debt to credit ratio. This means how much of my available credit am I using on my statement date. This is important. You've got to know for credit cards when your statement date is to really know your debt to credit ratio. Now, the system wants to tell you that 30% or below is where you need to be. I am going to tell you, because we want you to build wealth and we want to build it in the quickest way possible, you want to be under 10. So 9 down to 1 is where you want to be on statement date for credit utilization for every card you have. We want to see to it that credit utilization is under 10%, because this is going to give you the ability to continue to see that credit score increase and that profile be strengthened in a way that is extremely profitable. Now, number 3, they're going to be looking at the types of credit that you have. So they're going to look to see whether you have installment and revolving lines of credit. What's installment? Installment lines of credit are things like your car loans or your mortgages, things along that line, and the revolving are credit cards. And so they're looking at mix. All of this is really a part of the credit score. This is how strong, though, the credit score is. You can have a 750, but your data points be weak and you won't qualify for the things that you really want to build a sustainable wealth. So you've got to make sure, as it relates to types of credit, that you've got the right mix. So they want to see revolving and installment. This is what you build once you are at 701. Make sure that this is what you have got in place. Number 4, they want to see the age of your credit history. Now, age matters. The age that they're looking for is 5 years credit history minimum, meaning that when we look at your credit profile, we should see that you have accounts going back at least 5 years worth of payment history and activity on these accounts. If for some reason you are trying to go after something and the history is a problem, this is where I recommend to clients that you put a trade line on that will give you that kind of history in your profile. And in that case, there's certain lenders, funders, credit card companies that you want to be going to who will allow that trade line to count towards your credit history. But credit history is number 4. And number 5 data point is inquiries, hard inquiries. Now listen, you can't have more than 4 hard inquiries in a 2-year period for any one of the credit bureaus. Now, there are certainly some things that we show and we teach people how to remove inquiries so that they're not there, but these are the data points that they're looking at. You cannot build wealth with a great credit score and weak data points. You can absolutely get more funding to you and more credit to you with higher and better data points than someone who may have a higher credit score but doesn't have the data points. And so listen, I want you to know that we're here to help you get the $100,000, the $200,000, the $300,000, and the way we can get it done quickest is to make sure we've got a good score, but at the same time, we've got the data points in place. Well, listen, I want you to do me a favor and subscribe to this channel. I want you to do me a favor and hit that notification bell so that other people will find out what's going on here. Check the description for this video, and we are certain you're going to find something there that's going to benefit you in your journey. Well, again, it's been my privilege to be with you on today. You be blessed. Have an awesome, awesome day.